I am headed down to my doctor's to get my knee checked by him, and hopefully I'll get an MRI. Again, I can walk around and it has this like slight achiness to it at the moment. It's not excruciatingly painful. If I move certain ways in bed, sometimes it gives me a little poke, and it reminds me that there's something wrong. So again, this happened last year. It's been happening for a while, but last year on the climb, when Paul and I were down climbing, I had a step down on my right knee, and it buckled as if I had no leg. It was like stepping in water. I just like went right over, and I did the same thing when Carol and I were getting the van ready, the Moose, and I stepped out to step back onto the driveway, and it's quite a big step from inside Moose to the ground. That's why we bought like a little stool that we usually put out there, but the stool was in a different spot, and I thought I'd just step out of the van, and again my leg buckled as if there had no strength at all. So I will tell my doctor all this information, and hopefully, like I said, I'll get a CAT scan or an MRI. I'm not sure 100% the difference between those two things. I think they're the same. It's just imaging of my leg or my knee, and I don't think physiotherapy will help it. It's possibly only a surgery thing. Got a lot of amazing comments from all my amazing followers and subscribers and friends who either have had knee replacements and said it's the best thing that ever happened to them. I prefer not to go down that road. I'm glad it worked out for you. I would love, if they could do the same, I always forget what it's called, lithoscopic surgery or whatever, and repair if they can. The first time I had surgery on my left knee, when I woke up, I had the bandage around it, and I couldn't take it off for a day or two, I think, if I can remember correctly. A very long time ago. But as I was unwrapping it, the day I could unwrap it, the whole time I'm waiting to see this huge scar down my leg, and I really didn't want the scars on my leg. And again, I know of people who have had full knee replacements and are cyclists, and you don't hear them complaining at all. So if I have to have a full knee replacement, so be it. And hopefully, again, please leave some comments from those of you who've had full knee replacement surgery, whether on one leg or both legs, and let me know if it's as good or better than before, not while you're having the difficulties and stuff, but if you can remember not ever having pain in your legs to now having surgery after you had to have surgery, having the knee replacements, let me know. You have full range of movement, you can jog, you can bike, you can do all that kind of stuff. I'm pretty sure you can. I don't know. I guess my brain is thinking of the olden days where I think people still had to like walk very carefully and all that stuff, but I think the technology now has gotten to that point where they can do full knee replacement in an hour, and then you walk home. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Again, I really appreciate all your help in the comment section of these videos when we're dealing with things like this. It makes me feel better, and hopefully makes other people feel better if they're going through the same issues. But this morning, I just want to start off by saying, this morning I woke up, got my coffee ready, got the computer ready. Carl came over by around 9:30, got the whole show number 6 done, and we're only doing 10 this year, so we have 4 more to go. We're probably not going to work together again until November, because his whole October is full of fishing trips and other things that he needs to get done. And then we're going to be doing hopefully like 13 crappy episodes. Crappy as a fish, just to remind you. It's not that the show is crappy. The show is crappy. Fish. And we'll be doing those in probably we'll be editing those in December, January, February, because they're not they don't need to be put on television until March, which is great. So we can spread this kind of stuff out a little bit. It interferes with my YouTube stuff a little bit, but that's okay. I'm making money helping Carl, and you know, every once in a while I'll have to not put up as many videos as I can, but I'll do my best for you guys. So now it is 2:35, and I've got to be at the doctor's by 3:30. I was supposed to be at the doctor's for 1:30, but again, yesterday's kerfuffle and not having the footage in the right drive kind of muffed that all up. But wow, nice bike. So let's go down to the doctor, and yeah, we'll make it. We got lots of time. It says we'll get there at 3:15. Bonus. Hello. Well, it's not a torn meniscus, which I kind of knew. I just want to know why my knee would give out. The doctor did say, he goes, you know, you're a 57-year-old man and you climbed 4 mountains in 2 days, and you know, maybe you weren't ready for it, but that would definitely explain the pain that I'm getting from doing that activity. But again, there were 2 other times where my knee just gave out and I collapsed to the ground. So, like, why would that happen? So I got my requisition. I gotta get an X-ray. He wants to go X-ray first. Then after X-ray, we'll do possibly an MRI, and then send that information to a surgeon that he likes to use. He's a sports doctor. He specializes in sports injuries. That's why I love my doctor. He's amazing, especially when it comes to like injuries like this. He's on it because that's his specialty. And so we'll go back up to Barrie, and we'll go back home. And I just remembered I haven't punched in my coordinates yet, just to make sure, because sometimes there's accidents and stuff, and my traffic app will guide me around it, like you guys know. At a stoplight, punched it in. It's going to take an hour and 2 minutes to get home. 67 kilometers from this location in Unionville. And yeah, so we'll get the X-ray. We'll find out the information, which will hopefully maybe lead us to an MRI, just to find out what's going on in there. I liked his theory on the fact that, you know, after cycling and stuff, it doesn't seem to bother me, but after a major hike, and it's probably just like the, you know, placing my feet constantly, and then it's just jar, and then just my knee just gets fed up and starts to show me pain. So, all right. So I guess if Paul wants to do another big hike in November, I think, and possibly December, and because he wants to get a few more summits in before the end of the year. And if that's the case, I'm going to have to work out even more. So again, you guys probably know about the 99 steps that Paul and I like to go to, which is like a valley in Newmarket. And it's just really good to do that multiple times before a big hike. We were planning on doing it, but we just ran out of time. So there's like construction and people trying to get out of parking spots and parking lots and jeez. Oh, they have this intersection all shut down too. Wow. Lots of work. All right, guys, we'll see you at home. Oh, Ninja came running. Ninja came running. Hey, big boy. What's going on, brother? Big boy? Ninja. Want some food? There's food. I see food right there. There's Sunny. Hey, buddy. How are you? Yeah. You having a good day? Sleeping all day? That's what you do. That's all you do.